Good afternoon, everyone. Pete here from Pirate Cove Marina. This week, our feature sailboat from Lund is this 1875 Fisherman. There's many things that you want to discover when you go through a boat like this. It is really geared towards big water and trolling. So it's maxed out with a 150 on the 1875. You can't put a bigger motor on it, but we always suggest max out your horsepower rating for the boat. So there is a Pro XS 150 on the back here. So for some of you guys that like to do that trolling, what we have is we've pre-rigged it with a fuel line for a kicker. So if you wanted to add a 9.9 kicker or a 15 horse kicker to it, you'll be able to do so because it's already set up for that, right? So the other thing for those guys that like to troll, or the ones that actually like to back troll, is check out how high the gunnel is on the back of this boat. You're not going to get wet back trolling in this thing here. Overall, the boat sits a lot higher than most Lund models. Beside me here, I have a 1775 crossover, which is, it's a fairly big boat. This is how high it sits, right, on the trailer. See how much higher this boat sits? So the walls of this are very deep. And when we get into the interior, you're just going to see how deep it is. So let's hop in the boat. So another thing very unique to the Fisherman, you can get a number of Lund models with a full enclosure. But what's nice about this one, because here's where you're set up for your trolling. You can have your downriggers here, you have your rod mounts here. But what they've done is you actually tack them to the floor. So you can stay on the inside while you're trolling. Then, if you get a fish on, you want to come out, you can easily step out, right? And everyone else that's within the enclosure is still nice and dry. So you have your 18-gallon live well. You have your split seats here. So you can either have them up or down, right? If you're trolling, it's nice to have them out of the way so you have easy access to your downrigger. But if someone wants to sit at the back, they can very easily sit at the back while you're trolling through. So next, let's take a step inside this enclosure. So we're inside this full enclosure. This package comes standard with 2 seats. You can buy 2 more seats if you want with this package, but you are completely enclosed. You'll be dry as a bone with whatever weather gets thrown at you. There's multiple ways that you can open this. You can just have the top itself. You can have the top and the 2 sides itself, or you can have the 4th panel, which is here. But what's nice is, you have access on either side to get in and out of the enclosure, right? On top of that, Lund's always been very big on storage. So we have great storage on either side of the boat that you can put your life jackets in. You have storage in the glove box, which I won't put my arm in there because you'll lose me. You have storage underneath each console. And on top of that, your rod storage, right? So you have storage there for 10 rods. 5 of them you can have up to, I believe it's 7 feet 6 inches. So you can get some pretty big rods in there. So we've talked about storage. How about more storage? This is massive. So just imagine everything that you can fit into that storage right there, right? Lund Fisherman, no shortage of storage in this 8-person boat. What you'll notice in the front is there's less deck space in the front than some of the other Lund models like the Impact in this configuration size, which is just under 19 feet. But the reason for that is simply because this is somewhat a trolling boat. Lund didn't want to totally eliminate someone fishing from the front, but you'll see that it is much smaller than, say, an 1875 impact in the front of the boat. Continuing on your storage in the front, two big storage lockers in there. You can see in this one, this is the travel cover, right? So the complete travel cover for this 19-foot boat fits in that compartment. That's how much room it's in. But, you know, for all of you people that are into big water boats and want a full enclosure, stay nice and dry, have the ultimate performance with Lund's patented IPS hull, this is the boat for you. The 2023 75th Anniversary Edition 1875 Fisherman, available now at Pirate Cove Marina